waiting for my trainer. This guy. People know you're like not as cool as you look. So it's like, you know, you're dramatic. So I'm like, oh, okay. You know, I'll be doing these. That's why it doesn't burn as bad, even though I don't have a band. And just people wait. I think I just.
It's primetime television right here. It's reality.
I was like, this nigga did not just go in my mouth.
No. Oh, yeah. I thought you were talking about me. I was like, no, I didn't. I was like, no.
I mean that, baby. I love you.
6, yes. 7, come on.
I feel like we've been working out for.
All right, we got it. We got busy.
And now it's this guy.
How you feeling?
Amazing.
He's like,
You look even better. Wait, where you going?
he's
Oh, I'm
interviewing
sorry,
you.
Hold on.
Is that the mic?
Oh, you wanted water? Got you. You look amazing. How you
Thank
feeling?
you. I feel like I'm growing.
How does that feel? How does growth feel?
Uncomfortable, sweaty, invigorating.
You said uncomfortable, so why be out here then? It's uncomfortable, it doesn't feel good, it's moist out here, it's early.
Because life is uncomfortable, so I purposely put myself in uncomfortable situations so I can really be a successful person. So when faced with awkward moments, adversity, I go back to this. I literally like to remember, like, do you remember when you ran to the Rose Bowl, did a whole warm up and exercise? Oh, like you can do this.
So you're preparing for life right now.
Life. This is life. This is why people need to grow with you. Commercial insert here.
That was great, guys. How about you guys at the station?
The recipe to my wholeness looks like me having a person that is, you know, so you have your life coach and you're like, I know, you know, she got my back. And then I have to have like a friend, maybe that's, you know, rooting me on. Maybe you need a peer level, somebody else that's a musician that you can talk to, and like you guys can kind of go back and forth and like, hey, you know, let's be accountability. Maybe you need to have more conversations with a mentor, whatever you need. But I think that you've gotten so used to just not asking.
A couple weeks ago, Whitley reached out to me and I happened to have some free time. And she asked me if I was willing to come do some work for her. To be honest, I didn't realize how busy she was. So I was like, oh, a couple hours a week, sure, I can help you out. It's no big deal. And then I started working here at Whitley Productions, and this is intense, is all I can say. Since I started, we've been planning 3 different productions, and we have 1 or 2 more to still plan. I hit the ground running, so I started with all of the different tasks I have to do, hiring people, setting up things for different shoots, creating systems for Whitley Porter Productions. And literally it's like we're meeting, then she's in work meetings, then she's in her life coaching meetings, and then she's back with me, and so she's busy all day long. So it's been quite an experience, but it's been fun and I love it, and I wouldn't want to be anywhere else.
So the only reason I'm doing this or do shows or move or whatever I'm doing, the only reason I do it, the only reason, my why, is to make sure that I use whatever medium I can to give hope to people. That is the only reason why I do what I do. That is the absolute only reason. When I was a little girl and I was in my room and I was by myself and I felt like there was no hope, what would I do? I would turn on the TV and I'd see Whitney Houston. I'd see, Mariah Carey. I'd see these, Denzel Washington, all these people. And I'd see how people were just so enamored with Hollywood and celebrities. And I said, well, if that's the way that I can say something about God, if it's just for that one moment to be like, God is real, you can do whatever you're called to do, you can make it, then I knew that's the medium that I want to go. And then it was easy for me. The camera comes on, I can do that. I can talk, obviously. But that's my why. It's not money. I've seen money come in my account, and as fast as it comes in, it goes out. You know what I'm saying? I've seen people with a lot of money super unhappy. It's never enough. That's not the motivation. The motivation for people is always a deeper why. And I just want the world to be okay with who they are, and if they're not okay with who they are, to become the best version of who they are.
I think the thing about Whit that stands out to me is how genuine she really is. And so I never wonder if there's a hidden agenda or another motive or anything like that. She's pretty straightforward. And so she's very genuine. And so I think that's something everybody should know about her, is that she's very genuine, she loves deep, and she's amazing.
$100+ billion years, but it kept going. So, turn back the clock 2 years ago, we actually carried forward.
In my head, I was like, yeah, you're totally Tyler Perry.
Anytime I go to an event or I'm doing an event the day of, I don't really like to drive myself because I'm so focused on what I'm doing. And then that day I'm going to be on camera too.
You're Tyler Perry ready. You're that level ready.
Really?
You're on that
I
level.
would be curious to think what people think. Is that bad that
I don't think it's bad. I just think it's,
Diva.
Look,
Diva.
everybody who's listen, let's
really
be honest.
diva? Okay,
What
when
kind of normal
athletes
person doesn't have to drive on their way to work? Tell me.
really.
What kind of normal person doesn't have to drive to work?
You
Hey,
really
she needs
close
her
to me.
coffee. She not driving. She needs a foot rub.
I'm just saying. That's
Seriously?
I'm just saying.
Wait, I just want everybody to understand that it took me a long time to even get to this place in my career, okay? And I have not even attained that level 6. But for me to really, honestly, my phone goes off a lot that day. So I get a lot of messages. I'm thinking, I'm making sure that we're all good. So my mind is rolling. So this is out of convenience for me. This is for me to be at my best.
Right.
But I'm not like that.
That's funny though. The way it came out, it sounded very diva. I was like, this is a fitting conversation for the Queen series. If you ask me.
But I grind and I work hard. I worked hard to get to this place where somebody can go and grab me a coffee, okay? She ain't doing free labor. She's getting paid to do that. And I respect and honor her. So let me just pause here, okay? This is a little word of wisdom. If you're gonna make a ballsy move, like quitting your job, just have a savings. And not like I have 2 paychecks saved up. All right? This is just me inserting what I learned, okay? This was the beginning of stupidity.